The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Aviators and the Huskies, and it's coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's our visitors and our home team. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there...
The crowd is alive, and with good reason. It's the NFL playoffs, the best time of the year. And off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by a man who plays college ball on Rocky Top. Greg, it is the rookie quarterback out of Tennessee.
Going on the road in the playoffs, Mike, it's daunting for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But if there's one thing this guy has shown all year, it's the fact that not only is he resilient, but nothing appears to ever faze him. Getting your team to the tournament in your first year, it's a massive accomplishment in its own right, but I don't think he's done yet. He expects to walk into this stadium in a hostile environment and come away with the win, and there's one thing this season has showed him.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Milton. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punting time for the Aviators. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the first down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on 2nd, and it gets even worse. They can't protect it.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
What did this defensive play caller tell us all week, Mike? They wanted to come out and set the tone of this game, dictate the terms of how this game would be played, and man, through the first drive here, boy, have they ever.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Aviators offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton. Finding space at the 40. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen on now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Huskies offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. To try and run for the first down with Jones. Here's Matt Ariza now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Aviators offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Motion man set right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is Milton. In trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's their punter now as he'll come on to punt this one away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Huskies offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This one complete to Watkins.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
He'll air this one out for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Dallas.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Huskies. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go, and the Huskies will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. The Aviators offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's a close game early on. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll get that complete to Ross. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Milton. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Milton. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Play action. Now it's Milton. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. 3rd and long. Here's Milton. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Huskies offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. DJ Dallas. Touchdown Huskies. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Aviators offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing. Milton. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Milton. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
This offense just can't buy a 3rd down conversion right now, Mike. And if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, That's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL, and so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. It's a touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The PAT, up and good. And the Huskies will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, this looks like a design run. It'll be stacked up. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.